It's your boy Warlow back with another MyTeam video. And we are going to review all the tier lists between TydeBo, JC2K, and DBG. We're going to review all three tier lists and we're going to come to the conclusion what tier list you should listen to. Because people call my tier list ridiculous. So, you know, they call it ridiculous. It is what it is. They hating on it, but it's all good. So hit that like button. Yeah, we're gonna hop into it and let's see what DBG is gonna present us.
It wouldn't be a fun game. If we all like the same cards, it wouldn't be fun.
Okay.
But at
DBG.
number 10, I say that because at number 10 I have LaFraud. I have LeBron James.
LeBron at number 10. Are we just LeBron at 10? He's trolling, right? He gotta be trolling.
88 3, like his stats and matches are pretty good. In fact, they're really good. I just don't think he does anything.
Huh?
Like he's a mediocre shooter.
What? He's a mediocre shooter. He's a mediocre shooter. What am I hearing right now?
He's a pretty okay defender. He
What?
doesn't shoot from deep.
Doesn't shoot from deep? Doesn't shoot from deep? I mean, what? What am I hearing right now? This can't be real. What?
That well. His release is okay. His fade isn't great. His dribble style's not great. I think he's a very solid defensive wing. He's a solid defensive wing. I prefer him at power forward.
This is trolling. Did I just hear LeBron at the... I'm about to click off this video. Did I just hear LeBron at the 4? I don't think I played this game for the whole entire year. I don't think I seen LeBron at the 4 one time. What is DBG on about?
I think he gets rebounds at an okay rate. I think he was great for his time. I think he was really great for his time on the 15th of November. I just don't think his time... Not 15th of November, whenever he actually came out. I don't think his time's right now. But, yeah, I like this card. I really do like this card, but I don't think he is... The reason I call him LaFraud is because people call him the best small forward in the game, and I think he's scraping onto a top 10. I think he's good, but I don't think he's spectacular. At number 9, we've got Jason Tatum. That small forward, which makes him a little more cheesy, but I do think him in here at number 8 is fine. At number 7 is another guy that I'll call a fraud, but he's slightly better than LeBron, I guess, and it's Adam Morrison.
Adam Morrison at 7. What am I hearing right now? Adam Morrison's at 7. We got LeBron at 10. Who's 6? I need to see the 6 better small forwards because, like, this is delusional.
Sorry, lads.
This is crazy.
Next pretty type. I don't know what 2K did with why they gave him Jerry West upper. The Jerry West upper is so hard to time. He's still got the Trey fade. Trey fade, which is huge. 95 3 ball. Pretty good on defense. Good player build. And stats are perfect. Badges wise, obviously he comes with pretty much all the ones you want. Other than, again, like right stick gripper and stuff. But he's a great offensive player. If he could play the shooting guard, he'd be even better. But he is a pure offensive small forward. I think he's good. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong. I think he's really, really good. But I think the release is just... The release leaves a lot to be desired. Like, superb base. That Jerry West upper, it kills the card, man. It absolutely kills the card. So I cannot... Like, I can't say that he's anything better than number 7 on the list. At number 6, we have got the 13th best player in the game, Karl Malone. 6'9". He's actually got a really good jump shot. He's got an 86 ball handle, 94 block, 88 steal, like elite on defense. He's got no flaws. The only flaw, again, sorry, he's like pro pass. There we go. It's Carmelo Anthony.
So Carmelo Anthony is the 3rd best small forward in the game, and he's better than LeBron. And I'm not even gonna try to make sense of this anymore. Y'all seeing this?
It is Carmelo Anthony. The way he shoots is just ridiculous. He's got an unbelievable release. He doesn't miss ever. His defense is more...
I will warn y'all, DBG said earlier, LeBron's release isn't alright, but Carmelo Anthony release that literally bends all the way down. It's the most inconsistent jumper. Is one of the best small forwards in the game.
Good. His defense is at the level of Adam Morrison's. What I thought Adam Morrison was going to be is what Carmelo Anthony is. That's the only way that I can put it. That I can explain it, that hopefully you guys can get. What I expected Adam Morrison to be is exactly what Melo is. So, yeah, I gotta put him in here. I gotta put him in here, and he's gonna go and be in here at number 5 because he's so good on offense. At number 4, we're gonna go to my enemy. He's really damn good though. Paolo Banchero. You guys don't know my enemy. I literally I was 2 steals off completing the challenge with like 4 or 5 minutes to go, and then you can run him a shooting guard. He's an unbelievable defender, and he's not gonna be the greatest ball handler in the world, but straight up, that's what he is. He's throw with a better release. At number 3, we're going all the way back to season 3. For the best pure lockdowns in the entire game, it's Kawhi Leonard. Better at small forward.
This is just wrong, literally just...
For the best pure lockdowns in the entire game, it's Kawhi Leonard.
Saying Kawhi Leonard is over LeBron is so... Like, LeBron, if you use LeBron, you can literally just move the analog stick and just Kawhi Leonard. You can, like, shove Kawhi out the way with LeBron. So saying, like, Kawhi is better, he better offer some really good detail why Kawhi is number 3 and LeBron's number 10. And how many how many people you know run Kawhi at shooting guard anyways?
Shooting guard, but you can run him a shooting guard.
I mean small forward.
He's an unbelievable defender and he doesn't miss. Like, that is what you're getting with Kawhi. You're getting absolutely god tier lockdown defense and a guy that will just never miss in this game. So for me, Kawhi Leonard has to be he has to be in that category of like best players for that, best 3-and-D cones. And at number 2, we've got a better 3-and-D cone, and it's Andrei Kirilenko. Look, I haven't used this Andrei Kirilenko, but you know what, Carl?
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You never used the Andrei. Wait, hold up. Wait. Did I hear that right? Wait. Did I just hear that right? Did he just say that he never used the card but ranked him number 2? Say it again.
It's Andrei Kirilenko. Look, I haven't used this Andrei Kirilenko, but you know what card I have used? I've used this Andrei Kirilenko, and I'm confident I could still run this Andrei Kirilenko at small forward.
How could you rank a card? I just hear it.
And he could do a job. That's how high I rate this Andrei Kirilenko. I know how good this AK is. I never got him, but I just know how good he is. He's going to be the best wing defender in the game. His jump shot leaves a bit to be desired. You're never going to miss with it, but it's hard to green. But it's hard to get off. It's slow, but you're never going to miss when he's open. 92 ball handle, 97, 97, 96, 94. Unbelievable animation, unbelievable.
You never use the card, but you're going to say the second best small. What? But my tier list is being ridiculous. Whoa.
Player building 97 lateral quickness with 90 speed. Andrei Kirilenko is just that guy. He is the guy you want as your pure lock, without question.
And I use Kirilenko. Kirilenko's good, but he's not over the small forwards. He put Furl Bailey, Malone under. I mean, shoot, Malone's better than Kirilenko. I mean, Furl Bailey's better than Kirilenko. I mean, I like Kirilenko, but his shot's too slow. You never use the card.
If you just need stops, the thing is, he's a better defender than the guy I have number 1. He's also a better defender than Kawhi. He's just not as good as on offense as
Let's just get past
6'8".
I can put Scotty at number 1. I can agree with. If he wants to put, I'll put LeBron. I won't put Scotty at number 1 because nobody uses Scotty unless you're running Jordan. But I don't mind him putting Scotty at 1. But let's just go to one more. Let's just go to one more video DBGs real quick.
23-24. I'm gonna go to a 2K numbers card that I own, and it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Did he rank Giannis at 8? I think he better give some real definition because Giannis is way higher than 8 at power forward. This is crazy. This gotta be crazy.
So Giannis can't really shoot the ball, but if you can get that release down, he's still Giannis. He's still gonna play defense like Giannis. Long gone are the days of Giannis being your best offensive player. If you guys remember 2K21 and earlier, guys would be running everything through Giannis as their ball handler. Even 22, when he had a good release. Long gone are the days of Giannis offering anything on offense.
Did he just wait? Did DBG just say that Giannis doesn't offer anything on offense?
Even 22, when he had a good release. Long gone are the days of Giannis offering anything on offense, but he's just unbelievable on defense. Unbelievable on defense, and he's Giannis. He's Giannis. He's always going to be good at something in games just because of his player build and his animations. And he's in here at number 7. At number 6, we're going to go with a guy that I prefer at small forward. Again, my enemy, Paolo Banchero. I was like a couple of steals off getting this guy.
Let's skip through this. Let's skip through this a little bit.
Banchero, who's just, for me, he's Giannis with a jump shot. With a better game, I'll go and buy him. But for now, Banchero is just my number 6 power forward in the game. At number 5, we've got a guy who's just, for me, he's Giannis with a jump shot, with a better jump shot. And it's the Timmy D.
Dear Lord, help me, Father!
Okay, we might be done with this video. DBG, what is your tier list? This can't be a real tier list. This can't be a real tier list. The fact that he's talking this with a straight face is... Did he just say that Tim Duncan is a slightly better Giannis? Man.
This is one of my favorite cards from the set last week. I think he's an elite center and he's an elite power forward. Like, I've used him at center and my God, is he good. 97 block, 78 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 97 interior. He's got 87 speed, 85 speed ball, 80 acceleration. He's also got 90 lateral quickness. And he's just got a long player build. 3-point rating of 79 doesn't seem great, but look, he'll hit when he's wide open. He's got catch and shoot. He's got Claymore. So that's important. You probably want to give him corner specialist. I probably should, but I'm not bothered. There are so many cards that if I gave all of them their badges, I'd be struggling. But for me, he's in here at number 5. At number 4, we're going back.
But... yeah, I can't take any more of DBG's tier list. I heard he's a better offensive player than Giannis. Duncan is better. My best review of DBG's tier list is... just don't take him. I hope he's joking. That's all I can say. That's all I can say about DBG. I just hope that he's joking. Next up, we got TydeBo. Okay, my issue with TydeBo's tier list, a lot of times in his tier list, he just contradicts himself from a previous videos. Like, if you watch Ty's videos and you consistently keep up to date on them, you'll see like he contradicts himself a lot of times. Like a prime example of this, I'll show it in a second. Like, even like, sure, it's 3 weeks ago, but he never used Penny. Like, he doesn't use Penny. I watched Ty, he doesn't use Penny Hardaway. But he doesn't really give an explanation to why Penny Hardaway moved on his other tier list. He just does it, and I mean, I just think he just forgets to be, or just, I don't know. Just
with his frame. I still think when you talk about complete point guards, Penny is up there with the best of them. Now, am I taking Penny over some of the other guys? Probably not. Like, there's a reason he's at number 7. But when he came out December 8th, 3 weeks later, the fact that he's still at number 7, I think is pretty impressive. I like his release. He should be in the 8 to 10 range. But what Shea has as far as a dribble style, as far as his release, you just can't make that up. I mean, his dribble style, MJ, obviously good, but his release, that's the best part about the card. It's fantastic. And even if you compare his release, let's say, to a LaMelo or a Jordan Poole, that's really where SJ has the advantage. You know, those other guys, yes, they're still going to be good. You know, they're fine. But SJ, when you look at this list, has one of the best releases on it. The problem is, badge-wise, he's not great. One thing SJ gives you is you can give him every badge in the game. But even if you do, you know, apply your 5 favorite badges, he still lacks badges. And you can't just overlook that, man. He lacks badges, and that is what prevents him, in my opinion, from being, you know, top 3 on this list. Because I like SJ. I have SJ. I've used SJ. And offensively, he is so good. But if you're missing as many badges as he is, I just think it's tough for me to be any higher on SGA than where I'm at right now, which is number 5. I like SGA. Again, I've used this card more than probably the majority of you guys watching this video. But for me to put him any higher than I have him, I just don't think I can do. At my number 4...
So, like, in this example, right, like, Ty put Penny Hardaway at number 7, but then he put Shy at 5, and then in his latest video where he's doing, like, in his even latest video in his tier list, when he ranks Shy, he doesn't give an example for why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, let me see if I can find them, let me see where he ranks in it. He doesn't really give an example to why.
Russell Westbrook, it's fine. It's cool. I just do and not love the card. SGA up next. I'm going to put SGA at A tier. I mean, you could argue S tier if you do like offensive point guards. The problem I'm seeing right now with SGA is he the level of Penny or Drew? You could argue yes. For me personally, I don't quite think so, and that's why I'm putting him at A tier.
So what is it? So, like, is your point guard tier list, is it... like, he should give an update to why he plays Shaw's not numbered, why he went down on his list, but this doesn't really let you know anything. Just coming from a person that watched a lot of his videos, that's a poor. I mean, I feel like that should be more detailed. If you're gonna say Penny style's better, then not updated to why he's better. I feel like it just confuses the viewer really. But let's look at his pink diamond tier list and let's see what Ty is about in that tier list. My mom was muted.
Like Giannis that much.
Why? I mean, unless you're DBG, I'm feeling like everybody in my team likes Giannis. Why in the world are we acting like Giannis Antetokounmpo isn't like a top 2 power forward, like done by like most people? What are we doing?
I do. I mean, I just don't see the downsides to running a Giannis Antetokounmpo card. If you can green with that release, everything else on the court he does is fantastic. The only thing you could say is Ty, his release is baited, which it is. I mean, it's easy to contest. It's easy, you know, to get a fake stop on all of those things. I understand. I get all that. But I do still think at the end of the day, Giannis deserves S tier. Now, again, you guys can argue it if you want, but that's where I do have Giannis. Hakeem Olajuwon up next. B tier? I mean, I don't even hate Hakeem. I actually think Hakeem is solid. But I mean, he's not Chet level. He's not Giannis level. Maybe you argue A tier. I just feel like eventually we're going to get so many players at A tier and it's just going to be tough. I'm going to put Hakeem at B tier. And I don't hate Hakeem. Whenever I play against Hakeem, he actually plays really well and people green every shot with him. But I think I got to throw him at B tier. Jaylen Brown. I mean, B tier. He's fine. People are gonna hype Jaylen Brown up, but he's objectively fine. The release is just too slow in my opinion. Everything else on the court, Jaylen Brown does. It's just that release, I think, is just a little too slow for what I would like it to be. Jerry Sloan, D tier, and I'm moving. John Stockton, F tier. I don't care. I'm not gonna hype up a John.
Again, how are you gonna put Lillard in D tier, but then put cards that has like right here defensive badges as an F tier? I just feel like that just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not making any sense at this point. It's like, literally, you're gonna put a card that has defensive badges in F. How does that make any sense?
John Stockton card that's 6-0 that does nothing on the court for you. Give me Dame over John Stockton. I don't care. Like, you guys can hate me, but I'm not hyping up. Oh man, I'm gonna put him at B tier because I've had with Kobe Bryant. I think he's the best card in my team as it stands. Larry Bird, I mean, C tier. And you guys might be like, all right, Ty, stop trolling. No, C tier. I mean, I know badge-wise he's immaculate. I know you guys might think he's gonna be good. He needs an update, 2K, and it's not too late. He needs an update. I mean, put that release on quick. Put his dribble style a little better. He's still not going to be to the level of Kobe Bryant. Like, he's still not going to be great. He would be better and more usable, though. As it stands right now, if you're hyping up Larry Bird, I don't know what to say. The card is not good in my team. Magic, he's not great either. I'm going to go B tier with Magic. Everybody, I don't have Magic. I'm grinding for Magic as it stands right now, and I'm excited to get Magic. Everybody, I don't have Magic. I'm grinding for Magic as it.
You don't have Magic. See, this is the same thing that DBG did. How are you gonna say that? I know, like, I use Magic and Magic's decent. I like them, but this is my issue.
You're hyping up Larry Bird. I don't know what to say. The card is not good in my team. Magic, he's not great either. I'm gonna go B tier with Magic. Everybody, I don't have Magic. I'm grinding for Magic.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't have Magic. You didn't get to try him out. So how? Maybe after this video, he did end up playing with him, but still, how are then you gonna say he's not good then? When Magic Johnson, like, you gotta get to use the card. I just feel like as a MyTeam community, we gotta stop making our judgment, like, just hating on cards and just say they're bad when we haven't even used. Like, Larry Bird, you say they're bad, but like, Magic has some good stats where you can see where he can be cheesy at. Larry Bird example, you know he's gonna suck. But just saying he's not that good is crazy.
Stands right now, and I'm excited to get you guys a gameplay Magic so I can tell you guys for myself how good Magic Johnson is. But I think the problem I have with Magic is this. His release is slow. His movement is bad. All he gives you on the court is his height. That is it. And I think that's that.
You literally have Luka Doncic in A tier. Did you not forget that in your tier list? So that by your own logic, Luka should go down then. But off that, just we're like about movement, about that doesn't matter as much. Well, then Luka maybe should go down.
Like, you can't have a card that all he can do is be tall. I mean, he's got to play some defense. He's got to do something on the court for you. And offensively, Magic can't. His release is horrible. His movement's not good. It's just hard to hype him up. Michael Jordan up next. By himself, no duo, B tier. And I like MJ. I think he's so complete. But if you're talking about MJ by himself, I can't hype him up more than B tier. Now with the duo, probably A tier. Still not Kobe level, but probably A tier. But without the duo, I'd much rather have Klay Thompson out there than Michael Jordan. I just would right now. And I think the more I've used Michael Jordan,
I preach facts there. I firmly agree with that. Just pure facts.
No, I gotta put him at A tier.
And then he just reverses.
I'm gonna say
it's like, oh freaking god! I can't even literally. I can't even take this man serious half the dang time. Goodness gracious.
It depends what game mode you play with MJ. Because if you're playing triple threat online, you're gonna struggle with Michael Jordan. You're playing clutch time, you're probably gonna struggle with Michael Jordan.
So is this a clutch time online too? What are you basing this on? That is a TD. I'm getting so lost anymore where this tier list is based on. Then we're going for all the modes, and I'm very confused.
Unlimited, you're probably gonna like Michael Jordan. So I think that's really what it comes down to. Whatever game mode you play, because I mean his release is slow. So the game modes that you don't have a lot of space, which I would say especially I'll never hype up.
And I just noticed this, but how are you gonna say that Damian Lillard's on the same level of Jerry Sloan? I'm just looking at the tier list a little bit longer. I didn't even notice. Dame has no business being in the same tier list with Jerry Sloan, and Jerry Sloan not all that, but he has no business being in the same tier with him. Come on.
Paul Pierce. Until 2K finds a way to make him better, I'm not hyping up a card like Paul Pierce, who I think is just a card that is just a filler. Give us a good token card too with the new token system. Rondo, I mean, F tier. And it's sad.
Did you even use them? I'm just being straight up. Does the community just make tier lists off not even using the cards anymore? We really watch. I mean, just saying. Most of the tier lists I do, I actually use the cards. Most times I'll mention I did, but did you even use the card? Rondo is amazing. Rondo is really, really good. I suggest grind. Don't listen to it. Rondo's really good. I can't make my personal opinion, but Rondo's good. And you're putting
bad because Rondo is the highlight. He's your triple threat offline, 100 win reward. If you get 100 wins in triple threat offline, you get Rondo. But it's are we really hyping up Rondo?
Yes, Rondo's good.
Is that what you want me to do in this video? I can't do it. Roy Hibbert, C tier. I think at the center position, Hibbert's fine. I like Steph. How much? I don't know. He's just so small. Where it's again, in triple threat, clutch time, he can get by.
Wait, so you're putting Rondo in F tier, but you're gonna put Curry in B tier. This list has lost its freaking. I like Curry. I do like Curry, but that's craziness. That's just so ridiculous. And Rondo has an 80 dunk too. Rondo's decent, and you're putting him B, but Curry. But how can you put a card with actually more defense as an F? I mean, this is the story of TydeBo's tier lists. I mean, they're all over the place. I'll take TydeBo's tier list over what the heck DBG was even preaching, but yeah, that's the review of Ty's tier list. Really, I agree with some of the things he says about speed, cat maybe, catch and move maybe to C, but I don't mind it. I don't mind the tier list he has. I feel like a lot it takes in them are just so bad it just messes up the whole video. It just it's a big time. There's a lot of flaws, but let's go on to JC2K's tier list.
Same thing, and now I'm doing it at shooting guard as well. There are guys who aren't making this top 10 list who I still see often online and I think are very much competitive level cards at the shooting guard position. The one thing I will give 2K a lot of credit on as of late is that content has just been really good. There are lots of different very good options at pretty much every single position this year. Is that it does the channel. We're trying to hit that by the end of the month of January. I understand last couple days of videos have been a little chaotic. I apologize, but we're right back in our groove, and just a little over 300 subscribers away, so trying to hit that by the end of the month. We're pretty close. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Number 10, and we're starting off with a hot one. Kawhi Leonard at number 10. People are going to be like, what in the world? Kawhi is my favorite shooting guard in the game. Why are you have Kawhi so low? Look, Kawhi is great. But for me personally, at the shooting guard, y'all are going to notice something. Shot creation is very high on my list of requirements, in addition to just overall versatility. And also, you will notice as we go through this list, these cards are so close together. You could make an argument for Kawhi in the top 5 very easily, and I wouldn't argue.
I can respect that a little bit about his list as he actually goes into detail about what he's factoring in, literally, so I can respect that. Even though he put Kawhi at 10, I think that's a little low, but I can honestly, if that's the tier list approach she's taking, I do respect JC in the beginning of the video stating why he has him low and what he's basing it on, because I like to do that. I like to do it to a certain extent.
With you, but for me, he's at number 10. Now, I like Kodai's release a lot. I think he's obviously an incredible defender, and playmaking and slashing wise, he certainly is not bad either, but he is not an exceptional playmaker in my opinion, and that combined with the fact he doesn't have a movable enforcer, that's kind of an important badge, doesn't get every badge, which a couple of guys ahead of him do as well, which I think can be a little bit of a difference maker. There's just a couple of small things that you can kind of nitpick at with Kawhi, and for me, those are the few things that do hold him back from being any higher than this. With the same time though, I mean, Jimmy Butler's who I have at number 9. Level 40, amazing card. A lot of people are still using Jimmy, and for great reason. He can get every single badge. He's super complete. Jimmy's number 1 flaw, though, is even with every badge added, his release is just a little teeny bit questionable. And he is a good playmaker, but he's not a primary ball handler. There are a couple guys high on this list that I think are more so primary ball handlers than Jimmy is. I mean, his size up is fine. His dribble style's meh. His behind the back's okay. His movement is fine, but not amazing. He's a good card. Very versatile. Very elite, for sure. I just think it's pretty fair to put him at number 9 with how deep this position is right now. Same thing with Ron Artest at number 8. Like, all three of these guys, these three are staples in people's labs. You're going to run into these cards all the time. All three of them are incredible locks who have nice offensive ability as well. Artest has an elite release. For him as well, it's a lack of shooting badges. It's a lack of shot creation. I mean, the shot creation isn't terrible, but he's got no unpluckable, which is a really important badge against some of the elite defenders that are out in the game right now. No Agent 3 blinders, Deadeye, limitless range as well. He's got an awesome release. He's athletic, and he does absolutely defend his butt off. He's one of the most complete defenders in the game, which is the main reason I have him the highest of all three of these guys, because of having a movable enforcer and everything.
Right there, he's already going about movement enforcer, about the badges. So playmaker wise, honestly, this list is looking really good. Based on what he means, because I think Kawhi should be higher, but based on what he's saying, I'm liking it from the get-go.
Like his defense, even over guys like Jimmy and Kawhi, who are incredible defenders, I give him the slight edge as a defensive card. And to me, Ron Artest, especially with that Rudy Gay base as well, is just, he's incredible. He's still my backup shooting guard. So I just want to say I have the 8th best shooting guard in the game on this list, but you could make an argument for him higher than this, and I still have him as my backup shooting guard. Now, Jerry Sloan is who I have at number 7. I will say Jerry Sloan, this is a card not that many people have, and I think he's a name where people go, hey, he's not going to be that good. But he's 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. I understand he's small, but the ability to get every badge on this card, in addition to the defensive versatility, is what I love, because he's got the defensive versatility of a Kawhi or a Ron Artest, with 94 feet, anchor, challenger, clamps, fast feet, glove, interceptor, off-ball, pester, right stick gripper, all on Hall of Fame. But he's also got elite shooting badges, Hoff, blinders, catch and shoot, corner specialist, green machine, guard up, slippery off-ball, gold, agent 3, and limitless range. The ability to get every single badge added or upgraded, which he can actually do, even though 2KDB says he can't, means you can add things such as speed booster, posterizer, handles for days, stuff of that nature to really
see. This is like I can respect. I'm already respecting JC list more than all. Like, it's like I like his the most. He's actually gone into detail. He's saying why he actually used the card. He is saying why he's better, because like Jerry Sloan, putting Jerry Sloan in D tier is just insane level of Lillard is just, come on.
Him far
I
more
can respect
complete as an overall defensive and offensive card. Really, his release isn't incredible, I will say, and neither is his movement, but Pro 2 Fade is very good. Movement is fine, and I just love the ability to be more complete on both offense and defense as an overall card, and for me, it gives Jerry Sloan a slight edge. I was actually very impressed with that card when I used him. At number 6 is Jaylen Brown, because you have to lock in the whole Eastern Conference of the Season Rewind set for this card, and it's kind of expensive, but he's very good, and if you do have him, he's still an elite option. T-Mac is who I have at number 5. I like T-Mac. I don't think his shot creation is amazing. He's not a primary ball handler at all. Sigs are just not
I
good.
would disagree, but like his point is about shot creation, and I mean T-Mac's more, I like T-Mac on the catch and shoot, because T-Mac shot's really good, but this is what he's gonna go, it's what he's gonna go with.
Enough for it. So I understand the playmaking, shooting, and finishing badges are unbelievable, and he's a solid defender who's also 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan. All of that is awesome. He's one of the best offensive cards in the game, but the problem is the movement is not that amazing. His escape isn't good. Braun dribble style is fine, gives you a decent push cross, but not insane. His behind the back, being Lillard, messes up his whole misdirection. And then his release is awesome. Normal fade is good, but his upper isn't unbelievably elite. It kind of takes away from how good the base is. And like defensively, he's not a incredible lock either. So, I mean, there's a ton to like on paper about this card, and yet at the same time, I think it's fair to put him at number 5. Number 4 is going to be Desmond Bane. I understand he's only 6'5". I understand he's one of the very worst slashers on this list. Whoops. But Desmond Bane is a really, really good card. 6'5", short wingspan. I get it. He doesn't have incredible size, and he's only got a 75 driving dunk. But he does have gold bulldozer, fast search, precision dunker, posterizer, which are the foremost important finishing badges, so that's good. His shooting badges are unbelievable. He's one of the best shooters on this list for sure. In addition to Hoff blow-by, Hoff clamps, Hoff glove, he's got anchor, he's got the defense, and he's got the playmaking. The thing that I really like about this card, though, awesome release and really nice movement as well. He's got a great escape. John Wall's drag back is one of the very best. MJ dribble style is also awesome with normal fade and an awesome release. I mean, this card actually has really, really good shot creation ability, which most of the guys on this list simply do not have in terms of their animations, and that combined with incredible shot making ability as well, and still being a very solid slasher and defender. For me, I do believe Desmond Bane deserves to be in this top 4.
I actually respecting this list for so far, even though I think T-Mac is way better than Desmond Bane. I think he's just out in English, but he's actually using the card. He actually saying shot creation. He actually put a parameter, and he hasn't really broke it, because I wouldn't be surprised if MJ's here, because he's just saying he just wants a shooting guard to create. So I mean, right now, based on the list, I can respect this tier list.
I think that's totally fair. MJ's at number 3 because I think he's actually the best dribbler of anybody on this list, in addition to maybe the best defender and the best slasher. Like, MJ's defense, shot creation, and slashing is unbelievable, but his release isn't very good. Plain and simple. So, on paper, he's the best card in the game, probably realistic right now. At least he's a base card with the speed, the shooting, the defense, the slashing, the all-around badges. He is probably, at least as a base card, the best card in my team right now if you look exclusively at stats and badges. With that being said, his release is not that good, and that is not going to work, especially when you think about the fact that the top 2 guys, I bet y'all could probably guess who those 2 guys are, but we'll get to them in a second, have elite releases in addition to being great in every other area. MJ's shot creation is unmatched, one of the best dribble styles in the game. Kimba escape is top 2 escape in my team. Hard behind the back is elite. His release is not amazing, but I don't love his fade either, honestly. I don't love his shot animations, his shooting animations, because his playmaking animations are amazing. His defense is unbelievable, and he's an incredible slasher. He just doesn't shoot the ball that well. He's a very good shooter still when he has space. He's got amazing shooting badges, 94 3-ball, all that, but the release is a little baited, and that certainly holds this card back just a little bit, and it's enough to put him test Jimmy and Kawhi are going to give you in terms of their shot creation ability. And I think that, combined with the elite release, combined with being one of the best blocks in the game and all that stuff, puts him at number 2. But number 1 is without a doubt Kobe Bryant. He's still the best card in the game. He's been the best card in the game for what, 2 months now, basically. I mean, I guess he's actually been available pretty much to the community for about a month, but I am really glad I locked in Kobe. I didn't lock him in the first week he came out, and I wasn't going to lock him in because of the price of those sets, but a lot of things changed with the way that those sets wound up being released. I got a bunch of the cards for free as well, and I wound up locking in Kobe, and I do not regret it in the slightest. He's my favorite card in the game, and he's the best card in the game. His release is incredible, not to mention having amazing shot creation, very MJ-esque in the stats and badges all the way around in terms of how complete he is. It's not quite as impressive, I guess, but every single badge being upgradable is huge on him, and his release is one of the very best, quickest, and smoothest in the game, as well as the fact that I really like his fade, which is a big difference maker compared to MJ. He's very MJ-esque across the board. It doesn't have quite the shot creation of MJ, but the shooting is so much better that it's not even close, and to me, he's distinctly the best shooting guard and the best card in the game. I think by a decent margin right now. He's basically, I know he's not Tim Thomas in the way that he's not an unknown player who became the best card in the game the way Tim Thomas did, but he's kind of this year's Tim Thomas. Card with incredible longevity as the best card in the game for a very long time. So, with that being said, that is going
I can respect this tier list, even though I strongly disagree. Like, I disagree strongly with some of the things he listed in this tier list, but I can respect the fact is he made an emphasis. He actually plays with the cards. He actually used the cards. I can respect this as a tier list, really. Even if I disagree, I can understand where he's coming from, the points he's making. There's a thesis to it. It makes sense. We'll go Pharaoh too. I can respect personally JC's tier list. So yeah, personally speaking on the tier list, I feel like we just came to literally we have to come to realize I think JC offers the most quality tier lists on bigger YouTuber wise. He offers the most quality tier lists. Wow, TydeBo, I feel like he's comp, but his is just all over the place and just satire. It could be. It's just TydeBo's list just goes all over the place a lot of times and just all over the place. And DBG as well. Just get some popcorn. Get get your drinks, and just have a shot contest. I don't freaking know what DBG's. I don't know what to say to that. Like, and just have a good laugh, because I wouldn't take anything from. I hope no one listens. That is all. Like, it's literally all. I'm sorry. DBG's list is funny as heck. If you just want a funny video to turn on, just watch DBG's tier list. They're funny as heck. Because you just gotta take all. You gotta just act like it's. Just don't take any of it serious. But yeah, so in my opinion, JC is the winner, and see y'all in the next MyTeam video. Key!